I just realized everybody in the room is allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Just start opening Jiffies and throwing them like flashbangs.
Don't waste my motherfucking time!
It's another beautiful day at the Timewaster 9000 headquarters, plus or minus factory, where we're establishing whether or not things are good or bad by putting a little sticker on them. This is good, so it gets a plus mark, and this is bad and gets a minus
Good
mark.
EV.
And Miller, I have something coming down the road right here. It's capitalism. What are we putting, a plus or a minus on it?
I mean, it's got to be good. It's got to be good. It
Yeah,
makes us money.
Money. Yeah, I put 3 plus marks on money.
Plus.
Cigars plus.
Up and to the right.
Inbred dogs plus.
10x Pimpy.
Folks, welcome to the Timewaster 9000 podcast, where we talk about Magic the Gathering sometimes whenever we feel like it.
I'll be driving around sometimes. I'll see somebody walking by on the sidewalk, or maybe they're coming to my job, and in my head I'm like 8x.
8x Pimpy. Yeah, I'm going to just take a gander, and I feel like I got a great estimate.
I give
Analyzing dog's genome.
7x. All right.
Looking at my friends at a party and being like, 4? Just getting it wrong. Folks, I am your friend Alex, and this is my best buddy Mila.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And today we got another special episode topic for you. We're revisiting an old classic. That's right. We've been going long enough that we can go back to the well.
Yeah.
Doing the run back on hero decks and villain decks.
And the villains.
Heroes.
I feel like this was a fan favorite, and it's also a favorite of mine and yours. So I feel like it's a good one to hit back on.
It's the ultimate categorizing. It putting things into a binary has never felt so good.
That's true. That's true. Pluses and minuses.
Pluses and minuses. Good and bad. Shirts or skins.
Shorts or skins?
Shorts or skins. That's what
going to the company kickball game and nobody wants to play shorts versus skins. Very strange.
We've already got all of our shorts on. How are we going to tell apart who's who? I know.
This is just an easy way to solve this.
And everybody can play.
Yeah, anybody. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because I feel like shirts versus skins, it becomes inappropriate if anybody's wearing a bra. You know what I mean? It's not fair. But we're all wearing underwear under our shorts.
Hopefully, we're all wearing underwear under our shorts.
So it's evil. It's an even playing field.
Yeah.
And speaking of even playing field, Miller, you have a bit for me today?
I do. All right. This is there it
somewhere.
Is. There it is. All righty. Alex, we're going to put you to the test here.
You love putting me to test.
We do. We like quizzes around here, folks. Open my phone, Instagram with Steffi Steph going, surrender.
Who? Oh, yeah. If your name starts with an M, send this to your friend.
If you're going through life changes, here's some inspiration. And he's wearing a maid dress and looking very plump today.
He's full. Steffi Steph is
fucking
huge.
full. He got gigantic at some point. I didn't realize it.
I still think, like, obviously Martin Luther, Did You Know That You're the Junior is like an all-timer. One of my favorite videos of his that I cannot find is it's like he is talking to, I forget if it's Playboy Cardi or Destroy Lonely or something.
It's the one where
what are you doing laying on the couch all day? Why don't you go make me some opium muffins? You just need to get a job, Destroy Lonely.
Alex, this is gonna be I have a very simple task for you.
Okay.
You're only gonna need 26 answers. Because for you're gonna have, I'm thinking 2 minutes is fair.
Yes.
On the clock. I'm keeping track of it. That's why I got my phone out.
Okay.
You were gonna name a card
for
every letter of the alphabet.
I probably actually could do this.
I feel like you smoked this. Actually, I feel like the 2-minute timer is even sillier. I'm gonna do like a lap timer.
Oh, you're gonna see how long it takes me to get 26.
Yeah, you can speed run it.
Okay.
And if for some reason I don't believe you that the card you said is a real card, I'll be like, no, another one, please. Alrighty, are you ready?
Yes.
And we're gonna.
As I'll ever.
You're
be.
going in order.
Alphabetical order, A to Z.
Order. Alrighty.
We know that there's one for all of them.
Yeah, there definitely is.
All right.
All right. I even thought of some letters where I was like, I don't know. And then I checked.
Okay.
All righty. Ready, set, go.
Ardent Plea. Oh my God. Bone Crusher Giant. Coalition Relic. Dreadbore. Ethereal Armor.
Yep.
Fourth Aerolingus.
Oh yeah.
G. Oh my God, why am I getting stuck on G? Great Henge. No, it's the Great Henge. That doesn't count. That's T.
I'll count it. That's fair. That's
the Great Henge.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, great henge is fair.
Hollow One.
Yep.
Acathian Javelineers. Jotun Grunt. K. What's a K? There's got to be something that I'm just missing here. Oh my God, K. There's got to be a K one that I play all the time. That's the scary part.
There's a couple commands.
Oh yeah, Kolagon's command. Yep.
And Kozilek's.
And Kozilek's command. Kozilek the guy also. Yeah. Lorehold command.
All right.
Monvuli Acid Moss.
Yep. That's a fire pick for an M.
Necroskitter.
Oof.
Omen of the Sea.
There we go. Now we're up and rolling.
Panharmonicon. Did I miss? Oh no, NOP. Q. Quest for the Holy Relic. R for Relic of Progenitus.
Nice. I was going to say rest in peace.
That's another good. Yeah, some good graveyard hate. Yeah,
a lot of R's for graveyard hate.
S. Stony Silence.
Kaboom.
T. Temple of Epiphany. U. Unnatural Mutation. V. Veil of Summer. W. White of Precinct 6.
W Precinct.
W Precinct. X. Xanthid Swarm.
Also X the guy.
Yeah, X
that's
homie.
That's immediately what I thought of the homie.
X the homie from the Unstable sets, yeah. Y. Oh God, this is a tough one. Why? Your Tiller Nephilim.
Boom.
And then Zalfirin Void for Z.
And stop. 2 minutes and 28 seconds.
Okay, so I was a little over the estimation.
Yeah, but not bad. Not bad at all.
At GDQ, they don't get mad at you for that. They like, we went 20 seconds over estimate.
I cannot wait for y'all to look through my phonetic scrambling
just
down
like
typing.
trying to guess what the fuck I was saying. Well, you know what letter they all start with.
I got that part.
And folks, I hope you played along at home. I hope you
were screaming at the screen like, "Oh my God, how do you not have one for L?" What are you
know
doing?
the
That
one
was so fast, honestly, that I don't think there was a second to think.
Yeah, no, you were firing them off.
I got stuck on K. You give me a hint.
Yeah, that was really funny to me because people referred to the cards I was thinking of as K command.
Yeah,
and I'm like, come on.
In my head, I was just like, "There's got to be a guy who starts with K."
Killer.
Yeah, and there's like I think there's like a couple like legendary creatures that start with K that are from like the OG plane, like from Mirage and Visions, whatever that one's called. It's like Matenda or something like that.
Like where Mangar is at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Genuinely, there probably is. That was
name.
I was thinking like killer, kill.
The one that also was getting me that I thought was funny is when you got to U and you went and I'm like unburial rights.
Oh yeah, the real card that I've played like 100 times. Yeah,
and you just said some other shit, and I was like,
I think I said unnatural mutation, but I think it's unstable. I think unnatural mutation is also a card, but I think I meant unstable mutation, which is from Gate Crash.
Yeah,
it's the one where the guy's got his arm out and he's like, "I'm getting fucking swole."
Yeah.
And it's like upkeep, put a counter on a guy. It's the most like picture says like a guy's exploding at the seams from the juice, and it's just like get a little bit bigger.
Well, folks, that was Alphabet Soup. That was the opening bit.
Thank you for sticking around while I said and into the camera for roughly 20 to 30 minutes. 2 minutes 30 seconds.
2 minutes 30.
I could do better.
I
bet next week you're gonna have to make me do it with I don't do any doubles and I have to do it faster.
And next week's gonna be name 100 women. The week
I actually straight up, I think when we originally did the name 100 women, I had one of the faster times.
Yours was quicker. Page's was abysmal.
Dude, oh my God. Our friend Paige, who is a woman.
Unreasonably bad.
I think it took like an hour or something.
Oh my God.
I think the rough part.
Number one, my mom.
The rough part about name 100 women is you will watch somebody else do it and they'll name like 5 historical figures in a row and you're like, yeah, I think I spent a little too long on movies. I think I had way too many movies.
Watching Northern Lion do it.
His is scary. His is like really fun.
His obviously is just like infinite movies, like actresses and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the part that really got me was just like the entire Canadian women's hockey team.
Yeah,
just like boom, boom.
You should
boom,
not
boom,
have
boom.
this in your bag.
Also, before we get going,
salute to the troops. All rise, and don't spill it.
Oh, baby, and I'm not gonna spill it.
Oh, I saw the steam coming off that one.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, watching the last AEW pay-per-view, they did it in New York, and it was like indoors, and the venue was so cold that all the guys were like steaming. That shit was badass.
That's aura.
That's aura.
That's the aura coming off of him.
John Moxley's bald ass is just exploding with aura. But folks,
we're talking about heroes and villains, good guys and bad guys.
For those who haven't seen the first one, you should go watch it. It's an old episode of ours. It's like almost funny. I
think it's quite funny.
No,
that's a good one.
But the concept of a
that
hero
might be
deck,
the first time I ever started talking about merfolk players being pedophiles.
Yes, I think that might be the origin of us having disparaging things to say.
Because we've always thought that. That's just the first time
we said the quiet
it.
part out loud. Yeah. Do you know that's from The Simpsons?
Is it really?
Yeah, the quiet part loud is from Krusty says something. He's like, "Oops, I said the quiet part loud."
Very culturally influential.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched it, but The Simpsons low-key nice. They were in their bag.
Ooh, Simpsons got buttons.
Oh, nah.
Oh, nah.
Homer OD. But a hero deck and a villain deck are two things that we think it's a binary that exists in all competitive games where there are archetypes or strategies that you can consider heroic, that you're rooting for, and no matter what the circumstances are, and villainous, in which you will never root for them under any circumstances. Permanent underdogs versus constant overseers.
And this is important. It has absolutely nothing to do with how good it is. That can sway your opinion, but
villain decks can also suck.
Yes, villain decks can be terrible decks that are not good even a little bit. Hero decks can be really, really strong, capable decks. It doesn't have to do with the power level necessarily. That's not what it's about. Mm-hmm. It's the general vibe check, where if you're walking around the game store and you see a head-to-head matchup, with the two decks, you can almost instantly recognize, I don't want that guy to win. Right? That's what a hero deck and a villain deck is.
For those tapped more into wrestling, it's very much like face and heel, where there's a good guy that very clearly states his intentions. He loves the place that the match is taking place in, and he has a lot of nice things about
local sports
team. But this other guy, he's from somewhere else, and he doesn't like the local sports team, and he doesn't have anything nice to say about our landmarks or our home cooking or our local cuisine. So I have a couple of
faces and heels,
heroes and villains, and this is part two in our ongoing series to dissect all those decks and archetypes that we find to be heroic or villainous. Miller, since you did the bit, do you want me to go first?
I do.
Well, I put villains first because I like to eat my vegetables and then have my dessert.
Where then I'll jump on over to my villains we'll keep in line.
Mm-hmm. So my first villain deck that I have is Indomitable Creativity. Mainly focusing on the modern one, but I think also the Pioneer one was pretty evil as well.
Not great stuff over here. Not great.
Indomitable Creativity is a sorcery for X red. Destroy X target artifacts and or creatures. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller reveals cards from the top of their library until an artifact or creature card is revealed and exiles those cards. You put the exiled cards onto the battlefield, then you shuffle your library. So the idea is that if you blow a thing up, they get to flip till they hit another thing that matches it, if it's an artifact or creature, and they just put it into play for free. And the way you circumvent this as a combo deck is you don't play any creatures in your whole deck.
What if there
or
was
artifacts.
only one target?
What if there's only one thing in my whole
Yeah.
deck that I could hit, and then all the cards in my deck either kill things, accelerate me into a position where I could have things in play to blow up, or just generally interact with the board. And Indomitable Creativity decks in Modern usually were like blue, red, X. It's like just as many colors as I can reasonably fit, but it's base red.
Yeah,
And then
because that's we need triple red to cast the thing.
Yeah.
So,
and usually the way we get to it is we play Dwarven Mine, which is a mountain.
do you know how fucked up and evil a deck has to be to make me hate on a list running Dwarven Mine?
Yeah.
Because that is a card I should see and be like, my friend.
Yeah.
Oh, how
Oh,
lovely. Oh, joy.
We're getting custom.
Yeah. And instead, I'm like, oh, fucking great.
The amount of times I've watched a stream and be like, oh, I have to play. They're like, I have to play around them fetching Dwarven Mine here.
Yeah.
Dwarven Mine is a mountain, and it enters tapped unless you control 3 or more other mountains. And then when it enters untapped, you make a 1/1 red dwarf creature token. So the idea is that you play a bunch of tapped and typed duels, or just regular typed duels like Blood Crypts and Steam Vents and stuff like that.
He's basically a fetchable colony garden.
Yeah, it's a fetchable colony garden. And when you, ideally, the way you would do it is you fetch as your 4th land, it's an untapped Dwarven Mine, and then you tap all 4 of your mana, and you target your dwarf with your Indomitable Creativity, and you flip, and the thing you would flip into is Archon of Cruelty, which is 6 black for a 6/6, and whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, loses 3 life, you draw a card, and you gain 3 life.
It does everything.
It's Cruel Ultimatum on a guy. And the game is over pretty much as soon as it happens. It's not, you can fight around it, but the person who casts it is in such an advantage state after putting it into play that a lot of the times it is swung very much in their favor. And you can do it. It's not legendary, so if you set it up where you Indomitable Creativity for 2 somehow, you can put 2 of them into play. You can put all 4 into play at once if you want. And most of these decks are also running Persist, which is put a thing from your graveyard into play, put a -1/-1 counter on it. So even if you figure out a way to deal with them putting it into play from their library, or you kill their Archon of Cruelty somehow, they'll just get it back and do it again.
It's like, that better be exile, because this is
Yeah.
going to still be a problem.
This deck is like fluctuates in playability very frequently. Like there was a period of time where it was really fucking good.
The method and the target will change, but it's always cast Indomitable Creativity for 4, win.
Yeah.
Like that's like almost
Put
always
a
what
very
they're
big
trying to
fucking
do.
evil scary thing into play.
Yeah.
Break my board, asshole. I think this is a villain deck because it is the most, like, obviously you can play this deck to mastery and you are rewarded for playing it well, but it is also the most like paste eating a combo deck can be.
Yeah.
Because it is effectively do nothing, play a land that puts a guy into play, turn that guy into a 6/6 that does 5 things. Now it's your turn to figure out what to do.
Yeah, there's very little thought that needs to go into it. And it's not like
the floor is low.
Technically, there's set up in that like you gotta put a thing into play for you to blow up and tag it into a new thing. But
You
it's
gotta
like
filter your draws so you hit your land drops.
But it's
and,
like the deck was gonna do that anyways.
Yeah.
You know? It's not like you had to do there's not really any intentionality behind the setup. It's very passive. And then the actual, it's like, so what do you do to execute this? And it's like you cast this for 4 mana. That's what you do.
4 or more. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have to exactly be 4.
Whatever.
And
it's one of those decks where all of the work went into the construction of it.
Yes.
And the playing of it is just like, oh, my dog could do this.
Yeah, the floor is very low on this deck.
Yeah.
And so whenever I see a match and I'd see Indomitable Creativity on one side, I'm like, I hope that guy loses.
Yeah. Well, it's also the thing too is like it's not like the thing that the deck is doing is cool.
No, it isn't.
It's cool maybe once ever.
There are a lot of decks in Magic, and I think that you would probably agree with me on this, where the idea is so awesome, but then seeing it played out 100 times is the most like nothing.
Yeah, you're like, oh, so it's always the same.
Oops All Spells is in my mind one of these kinds of decks where it's like,
yeah,
wow, it's actually so crazy that you got all the juice out of that squeeze. I don't want to see you do it, but like it's impressive that this could exist. Very cool.
Yeah. We don't. It doesn't have to be. I don't need to see this every week, brother.
Yeah,
like come on.
I don't even think you need to see it every week. Like you can't be having that much fun with this. But I don't think I've ever gotten a chance to play modern creativity. I played a lot of Pioneer creativity, and the Pioneer creativity combos you had to do it for X=2, and you would get Xenagos, the enchantment legendary one. Yeah.
This one is a little more interesting. This
cool.
has some play to it.
Where it's like you get Xenagos and you get World Spine Worm, which is a 15/15 with trample, and then when it dies you make 3 5/5s, I'm pretty sure. And you would just give it plus you would just double its power and swing for 30
It's
trample.
double it haste, yeah.
And if they killed it, you're like, all right, I still have 15 power in play.
Yeah.
And then Xenagos is indestructible, so you're just like, all right, one of these is going to be 10, so figure that out. And the game would just get away from you, and you still got to play like counter spells and like removal spells and stuff like that.
It had like a Hullbreaker horror in it.
You could transition into a Hullbreaker horror style.
The reason I was saying that version of it kind of has some play to it is because there's a transformative sideboard type beat going on with
Reed Duke notably played the transformative sideboard style thing in the finals of the Pro Tour that he won. And it was so badass because he did the double juke.
He did.
He switches to the fake one and then goes back to the real one.
If for anybody that has not seen that, highly recommend go and find that match. It is very cool to watch.
I think Hungry on Plane has a video explaining it too.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Somebody has like a breakdown of it that's good.
That shit is awesome. And can you believe that was the first time Reed Duke ever won the Pro Tour? That's nuts.
Wild?
That's so crazy. I feel like I've brought this up on the podcast before. It's so funny to me. Reed Duke won the Pro Tour and then went back to work, and somebody in his like work Slack was like, we heard that one of our employees won something called the Magic the Gathering Pro Tour. Congratulations. And it's just like that, like a single like at everyone is all he gets for doing that at his job. It's like, bro, if somebody at my job won the Pro Tour, I'd have a cake. I would like
I'm giving you a week off paid. Like we're celebrating. God damn.
Don't even bother showing up, bro. Take the day off. I'll work your shift. You got a villain for me?
Oh yeah, I do. It'll be like my fourth slide of the ones that have pictures.
This one.
Yep. Because folks, I'm pretty sure last time we talked about affinity, we might not have.
This is kind of like affinity.
In a way, yeah. So I feel like it would be pretty widely agreed upon.
Yeah.
Most people do not look upon affinity as a hero. Most people are like, this is a cheating your ass off deck. Like it gets a lot of heat.
Yeah. It falls into a very broad category of cut that out.
Yeah. And somehow, I think it's because it's Affinity's fault.
Yes.
Enchantress sneaks under the radar.
Yes, but this is almost assuredly a villain deck.
I think it's even more of a villain deck than Affinity is.
I think a big reason...
Always has been.
I think a big reason that people do not have the same...
It's Enchantress. That's the villain.
Yeah. Decks where you play a lot of enchantments and cards that draw cards when you play enchantments. I think,
what if all my enchantments had words on them that they stick around?
Wait, this card gets to do stuff now?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think the reason that people look at Affinity and they turn their nose up at it, but they look at Enchantress and they're like, ooh, neat, is Affinity kills you with guys. You turn the guy sideways and you die, and you're like, what the fuck? Arcbound Ravager is crazy.
Yeah.
Cradle plating fucking...
Oh, Atog? What in the... Whoa?
Yeah, oh my god. Dude,
Podcast? What?
Mirror Enforcer followed me into the dark in Central Park and fucking took all the money out of my wallet. But Enchantress, all the cards don't do anything. They just sit around.
It's kind of hard to know what you lost to.
Yeah, I know what I lost to. I lost to fucking solitary confinement, bro. I got locked out of the game.
Yeah.
Solitary confinement, for those at home who are not tapped into this pervert card, 2 and a white for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you sacrifice solitary confinement unless you discard a card. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. And you might be thinking, wait, my laptop's about to die. No, you might be thinking, wait a second. You skip your draw step, but you have to discard a card. Well, wouldn't you just like eventually run out of cards and die? Yeah. But
not if you have 10 different enchantments in play that all say when you do anything, draw a card.
Yeah, literally engage with the game state in any way, replace itself. This shit is just so miserable. And I remember when they added more enchantment matters support in Modern Horizons 2, people were like, this shit, thank you, Jacqueline, this shit is going to be fucking miserable. It's going to be this insane prison lockout deck. And it didn't end up shaping out to be like that. But I will say I played against it a couple times at FNMs and I was like, wow, if this gets off the ground, this fucking sucks.
What do you do about it?
How the fuck does Ragavan beat any of this shit ever?
Yeah. I think a big part of it too is when somebody is playing affinity, most people, when they construct a deck, they are likely to have options in the toolbox to deal with artifacts.
Yeah.
Because they show, whether in the main or the side, they show up pretty often in not affinity decks.
Yes.
And
People
then
will just play like random value artifacts.
Yeah. That does not really happen with enchantments.
Yeah. If you have a disenchant style card, it's like, oh, I brought this in for like artifacts.
Yeah.
But, oh, there's like an enchantment around. Cool.
Or like you are playing. What's more common is you'll see something like a, it hits all non-land permanents. You know, like in white, there's a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, from your Skyclave apparitions to your, March of the Otherworldly Light or fucking Prismatic Strands. You know.
Yeah, prismatic ending type stuff.
Or yeah, that's what I meant. Prismatic ending.
Where it says non-land permanent.
Yeah. But those are like your catch-alls. But like you didn't necessarily include like targeted.
Yeah.
This is for artifacts.
A lot more
Notably
ancient grudges running around than Ray of Revelations.
Notably, too, when you think about, okay, if I really care, I don't want any artifacts and enchantments in play, that type of thing. For artifacts, you've got something like a Stony Silence that works quite well.
Right.
Not really any sort of applicable card like that.
Yeah, there's not like a 3 mana. Like, there's no artifacts that are like all enchantments lose all abilities or whatever.
Because that makes a bunch of rules nightmare problems that you can't do.
Yeah, it just has to say blow them all up.
Yeah, your only option really is blow them all up.
Yeah, so you get like back to natures and stuff like that.
And that is I also think generally across the color pie, although everything is capable of dealing with artifacts and enchantments by now,
it's harder to hit enchantments for most of the colors.
Significantly.
Like red straight up just most of the time can't even do it.
Black as well. Black is like good luck.
Black is like
you can make them sacrifice one.
Yeah, default all loans and sell your house, destroy target enchantment. And then like red is like make them shuffle it into their deck and they might flip fucking Pelucranos or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
white and green don't really have this issue.
White and green have been disenchanting for thousands of years.
But it's also like it is one of the most getting away with it type of decks because it is just like, did you even bring it?
Yeah.
No.
Did you know to bring it?
Yeah. Unfortunate. Hope you don't play against me next week.
Yeah. I played against a guy at a pretty big tournament one time. He's like an enchantment player. Like he believed.
That's his thing. Yeah.
He was a believer in the deck, and he would every time we'd play, he'd be like, "Dude, this deck is so dope. It like has really good matchups against like Ragavan, and like it's like super well positioned in this metagame." Da 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 da. And I remember I'm playing, and I'm like, "Yeah, man, that it seems like it's pretty well positioned." End of your turn, Force of Vigor that one, and then untap, and then swing with 2 rhinos, and kill your Sithis, and go and upkeep, and they're like, "All right, play Sterling Grove, force negation it." Ice your land with all the enchantments on it. My go 8.
You know what's whack about it too? Is in a way similar to Affinity. It's one of those decks too where if somebody bothered to think about it, we're about to play a non-game. You were gonna get folded in half.
You get hoed.
It's just like, yeah, I don't really want to lose to Enchantress, so I'm just not gonna.
Yeah.
And so you just bring the cards that say don't lose to this. And then you play and you're like, die.
One-sided planar cleansing, yeah.
Like you actually, you open up your sideboard and you just hit the other guy in the head with a cricket bat 9 times in a row. And it's like, and you by the end of it, you're looking at a board that is like your game state is like regular and the other guy's game state
2 lands.
is nothing.
Yeah. because he's
And you're like, did we really play a game at all?
yeah, they've been cheating with Utopia Sprawls for like an hour, and
But the other part of it too is if you don't have that stuff and you let them run free, you're also not playing a game at all. There's no game to be played either way.
they get to do Rube Goldberg shit like you wouldn't believe.
Because they don't have to care. A lot of times with these decks, the goal is to kind of build up this little fort, this sort of like various forms of shroud and hexproof and indestructible and
Sterling Groves and solitary confinements,
just protecting
drawing a
the
bunch of
resource
cards
engine,
with Sithis Harvest Hand,
right? Yeah, and it's just the type of thing where it's like none of that. All of that is very proactive, but none of it is interactive.
Yes. No. The most kind thing that an Enchantress player will do is assume that they are playing against a person. That is about the last time they ever think about you.
Yeah, after that, it is just like, how much mana do I have?
Yeah.
Okay, I can play these. Okay, go.
Does any of your stuff in play currently mention or reference enchantments? No? All right. I'm
Got it. All right, my turn.
I'm going to be over here. Just let me know if any of this changes.
Yeah. If you're going to respond to something, whatever, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah. I've got like 3 more of
There's
these.
actually definitely a point where it really doesn't matter because they play the lady from Theros, Destiny Spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it really doesn't matter. You can't counter anything.
I hate that shorty. Dude, why does she have 3 toughness? It's just like, what are we doing?
That's the bull.
The craziest part about Destiny
Should have
Spinner,
had 4 toughness.
the crazy part about Destiny Spinner is you look at it, it's like enchantments can't be countered. Damn, all right.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then they're like, activate. You're like,
what?
What?
Why?
oh, and I'm dead.
Yeah, it's like animate lands, and you're like,
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
yeah, because it's green.
Yeah.
Huh?
Why is this shit so damn big? Yeah,
I don't think Enchantress is viable in Modern even a little bit. It probably doesn't have enough cards in Pioneer. You might be able to do something, but it is definitely a deck you can play in pre-Modern because you got your Sterling Grove and you got your Solitary Confinement.
Figure it out, bitch.
And you've got
Enchantress's presence.
And then
the namesake.
How do you win? You sit around until you draw Opalescence, and then you just nuke them.
Wrap it up.
You're like, well, man, I have all this shit in play. Everybody's in.
So I have another villain deck here.
Yeah, what do we got?
This is turn 1 or turn 2 combo decks. I don't think that all combo decks are villain decks.
Some of them are neat.
Some of them are really cool. It's like, wow, you assembled this very well. It took a lot of skill to get to this point. Dope. Awesome. The kind of combo deck that I feel like is villainous, where it is like hard to ever root for, is when it is like mulligan to 4.
Yeah.
And then you go perform a game action that probably should not exist. Do something that
somebody
no one
fucked up in the rules.
Yeah, somebody has fucked up twice, and then I put a Griselbrand into play. The deck I'm thinking of right now is Modern Neoform. So Neoform is green-blue for a sorcery, and it's sack a guy, go get a guy with mana value equal to that guy +1. So it's cool. It's like a little like mini birthing pod. It like rewards you for doing cool stuff and like building a curve that does like interesting things. You can like get a little toolboxy with it. It puts a counter on your guy, so it gets a little bit bigger.
But Alex, if we wanted to go get Griselbrand, that guy costs so much mana.
Yeah, so
and Neoform only goes up by 1.
It only goes up by 1, so you can't.
How
just
am I
going to
put a 7-drop into play?
So there's this card from Cold Snap for some reason called Allosaurus Rider, and it is 5 green for doesn't matter. The only part of Allosaurus Rider's text box that matters even a little bit is you can exile 2 green cards from your hand rather than pay its mana cost.
Yepers.
This is a 0 mana card that says 7 in the top right.
Yeah.
And you just have to mind twist yourself. So what you do is you exile 2 green cards from your hand, put the Allosaurus Rider into play, and then you Neoform it, and you go get Griselbrand.
And then you win.
And then Griselbrand just draws a bunch of cards, and then you're playing like Nourishing Shoal, which is like pitch a green card, gain that much life, and then you go back down to the well and start drawing some more cards of Griselbrand. And eventually you get to a point where you assembled 7 cards that cannot lose under any circumstance. And usually what that entails is you have a Pact of Negation. And everybody's like, well, Pact of Negation, if you cast that, you have to pay 5 mana in your next turn. How is this deck winning on turn 2 if you have to pay 5 mana to stay alive with Pact of Negation? Well, my dear doe-eyed viewers, the reason that this happens is they printed a new card in Modern Horizons 3 called Consigned to Memory, which is blue for an instant, has Replicate 1, which is you could pay 1 to copy it. And it says counter target triggered ability or colorless spell. And wouldn't you believe it, the lose the game unless you pay it is a triggered ability. So you pack the negation like a million things, and you go to your upkeep, and instead of paying any of your loans, you go, I think I'll just go bankrupt, actually. Somebody else can figure this out. Don't pay for
the can down the road.
Kick the can down the road, swing with Gristlebrand. And you do that for as long as you can, forever. And your opponent dies. And it is the most like, how the fuck, when it works, it's like, how the fuck do you ever beat this in a million years? And when it doesn't work, it's like, these are charitably, I would describe these as magic cards. Like this is.
Yeah. I was saying it's the best kind of combo. Well, best by best I mean worst. It's the worst kind of combo deck where when it works, it is like, bro, what the fuck? And it like insta wins basically.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't work, it is stone cold unplayable.
Yeah.
Like nothing happens.
It's like, you just think that you're going to get all of this to work?
Yeah, like
What are you,
it just
stupid?
it doesn't even begin to function.
But it gets
It
more.
would be like putting your keys in the ignition to start it, and just all four wheels fall off. The car hits the ground. The engine catches on fire.
But the same car, like sometimes you turn on the ignition and it flies. And you're like,
it's Mach 12 like that.
It's like, I guess that's a cool car, man. I don't know.
Me personally, I'll just keep driving my Toyota.
Yeah, I think I'll just drive a regular car. And I'm not saying that the people who play these decks are evil. I think like if you like this kind of gameplay, that's fine. Sometimes there's like little like edges you can get by like just figuring out how to get through your deck as quickly as possible. Like there is an element of mastery to these kinds of decks that I will not discount. My issue with these decks is that it is impossible to root for them because their fail state is like, I'm sorry, man, it's usually not like this. Like, I promise that I wear shoes and underwear to most public gatherings, and like you have to believe me. But when it wins, it's the most like, GG's, dickhead, suck my fucking balls from the back.
Boom.
Pick up the glass from the backboard while you're at it. You got some in your eye. It's like the people who win aren't sore winners. The deck is a sore winner.
Yes.
Like the actual 60 cards personified is a sore winner. And I can't get behind that.
It's just a huge fucking middle finger to the normal way that the game is meant to be played.
Yeah, the kick to the gut, stunner, double bird, all four corners, beer in every corner.
Yeah. And it just keeps going.
And it just keeps going. Yeah, we've looped the theme 4 times.
Watching my own replay while I'm still doing it type thing.
We're sideboarding and he's like, that was nice. Oh my God.
I wonder what I'm going to do in game 2.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of cards for this. I think I'll just do same 60.
Yeah.
You got another villain for me?
I do. Next up. Now this one.
No, I agree.
And this casts a little bit of a wide net, but I think all variations of it.
There's no heroes in this.
And it's important to note, one of my original favorite deck archetypes. I love Life Gain.
Yeah.
I think like
making the number big is awesome.
Soul Sisters, a Johnny's Pride Mate type Life Gain. One of my all-time favorites. I don't know.
Big.
It's like the simplest, like just little synergy of like trigger.
Yeah. You feel so smart.
Trigger.
You're like, oh my God, these both say the same word.
Yeah. But like actual Life Gain decks and actual Soul Sisters decks, they suck for one. They're actually like they're embarrassing.
Basically, have never been good.
And they just exist on an axis where they're like, I really hope the way that you're trying to win is by hitting me.
Yes. I hope the only thing you do is add continuous power and toughness to the board.
Because if that's not the case, I'm gonna lose, guaranteed.
Somebody told me this one time, and it really stuck with me, which is that the only life that matters is the last one.
Yeah.
This one wants all of them.
Yeah. The reason that you only get to play with the last one is because this guy has all of them already.
Yeah. And so like Soul Sisters is a deck that falls into this with your Soul Warden and your Soul's Attendant. They just say whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So this counts your opponent's creatures as well.
Don't be playing creatures now.
Yeah, stop that. And then you also have like the Martyr of Sands build.
This is especially egregious, I will say.
And this one, I will say, with Soul Wardens and attendants and whatnot, they're usually trying to trigger stuff.
Yes.
And like there's a synergy where they're like, by gaining life, I have another card that says whenever I gain life, do X. And that is like how they're trying to win.
Yes.
And the life gain buffer gives them time to just eat combat damage and not care.
Eventually, their guys will outsize your guys, and they have enough time to get that ready so that they can just start.
Or they'll have something that drains you.
Yeah.
Or, that type of thing.
Like, it's like I trigger my Resplendent Angel by getting to 4 or whatever, and then I'm making guys and going wider. And
Martyr of Sands doesn't do that.
No, Martyr of Sands is fully intending to actually make you draw every card in your deck.
Yeah, Martyr of Sands is like, if I manually go to 900
yes.
life, no combo, no infinite. If I just manually get to like 1 billion life, you probably can't beat me. The Martyr of Sands, by the way, single mana, just a white mana, creature, human cleric, pay 1, reveal X white cards from your hand, sacrifice Martyr of Sands. You gain 3 times X life.
That's too much.
A little ass 1/1. And so generally the way Martyr goes is they would put it into play, and on the next turn they'll pay 1 and crack it and just go this many.
Yeah.
So they just show you the whole hand.
I will gain 18 life.
And you're like, cool.
Yeah. The old combo.
And they just do that a lot.
The old deck was called Martyr Proc because you played Proclamation of Rebirth, which is 2 and a white, return up to 3 target creature cards with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Or, and this is what you would actually do, Forecast. This is not a mechanic you see very often because it sucks.
It's not a good one.
5 and a white, reveal this card from your hand. Return target creature with mana value 1 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only during your upkeep and only once each turn. So the way that you would do it is you would stall the game until you had 6 planes in play, and you would tap all 6 of your planes and put the Martyr back into play, play a land, and go, and then you'd go, before anything happens, I'm going to gain 18 real quick. And one of the cards you get to reveal is Proclamation of Rebirth.
It's always there.
Because you didn't play it. You just showed them you had it.
Hey, this one. It's this one.
I remember one of the worst games I've ever played at a 1K this was me locked in as fuck playing 80 card Yorion Omnath. And I'm playing weeklies. I'm going to tournaments. I'm like reading all the articles. I'm downloading the sideboard guides, the whole 9 yards.
I'm about to be a professional with this shit.
I'm about to lock in. I finally got fucking Emrakul the Promised End from my buddy. Like we're in. And I'm playing against a guy. I think it's either 1-1 or 2-0. And he sits down and he reveals Yorion. I'm like, fuck the mirror. This is going to take forever. Because a lot of times you go to tournaments and people just like would not play with any urgency.
Oh, yeah.
Especially against Omnath. They would just be like, oh, this deck takes forever to win. And it's like, no, dude, you take forever to lose. That's what the issue is you need to speed the fuck up. I am beating the brakes off of you, and you need to stop drawing a card that does nothing and pass and let me beat the brakes off more.
Oh, I don't know if...
Should I play this land or should I play this land and then pass?
I'm not sure if the poop sandwich or the mud pie is going to be what does it.
So I haven't had a good swing in 4 turns, and nothing has changed to the board except my opponent has put more creatures into play. Should I go to combat and swing? No, dude, pass! I'm going to swing with Fury, and you're not going to block, and you're going to take 6, and then we're going to pass again. I'm going to gain 4 on my turn from Omnath and 4 on your turn from Omnath.
Surprise!
I'm at 50! Go!
Surprise! What do you think's happening next turn?
Yeah. Rebound Ephemerate. I guess I'll target the same Solitude I've targeted 4 times in a row. The only creature you have in play. Exile it. 4 color takes forever to win.
What did I pick last turn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Draw for turn. Oh, it's Mishra's Bauble. Target them or target me? Go! It would drive me fucking crazy, man. Anyway, this guy reveals Yorion.
The mirror, here we go.
I'm like, it's the mirror. And he plays a tapped Kabira Plateau.
Oh,
Which is the backside of the
Whoop,
Kabira
whoop.
takedown card. And I go, haven't seen that in any of the builds.
yeah. What's that doing here?
And then,
Taking a vacation?
yeah, so I goes back to me and I just do some 4-color stuff. And then we go back to him and he plays an untapped Plains.
Hmm.
And he plays a Soul Warden and then he plays a Martyr of Sands.
Yeah, if you thought the mirror was going to take a long time.
And I was like, oh my God, the introduction of MDFCs have added more white cards to Martyr Proc, so much so that they are now playing white cards instead of lands. So
yeah,
it's
yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, you can reveal a land that works for the martyr now.
so we're gaining 21 now off our
Fuck
Martyr.
yeah.
So it's turn.
Yeah, because the deck already really what gets it over the line to tiered status is just 3 more life.
Yes.
Because 18, that just wasn't quite enough.
So we it's like turn 80 and we're in game 1. And I'm Yorion, so I can't deck as fast.
Yeah.
Like I'm just drawing my cards naturally and I'm at like 40, right? And I draw an Emrakul the Promised End, which is the Mind Slaver Emrakul. And I'm like, well, I probably should put this into play. So I cast it, Mind Slaver them. And I look at their hand, and it is all MDFCs and all planes, and they have a Martyr of Sands in play. And there's a Proclamation of Rebirth in the hand. And I go, sack Martyr, reveal 0 cards.
Reveal 0. None
Cast
of them.
proc, return 1 Martyr of Sands. Sack Martyr of Sands, reveal 0.
Let's just get these out of the way.
Play
Fire some blanks.
play a land, Kabira take down my own guy. Go. And I was just like, I did as much as I could to mind twist him, and I actually spent 3 mana and did nothing.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, this doesn't really even accomplish anything. But like, I guess at least you're not doing it for real.
Yeah,
Like,
at least you're not at 90.
yeah.
It was just the
You're only at 70.
Yeah, and people were coming over to watch the game. They're like, "Wow, this is really interesting." I'm like,
No,
it is not.
No, nothing about it is interesting.
This guy can't win in a million years, and neither can I. There's just nothing to watch.
Another deck that I lump in here, even though this is not technically a life gain deck, it is, but it's But Heliod Company.
That's a life gain deck. That was another really annoying part of that deck, is that they would just also randomly be gaining life if they weren't doing the combo. So you're like, well, all their guys are like low-key a lot bigger than my guys. And they're at 28. I can't race this.
No.
And they just start giving guys lifelink and shit.
Heliod Company was Heliod Suncrowned with a Walking Ballista.
Heliod Suncrown, 2 and a white for a 5/5 legendary enchantment creature god. He's indestructible. He's not a creature.
He does have a gold cloak. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh my god. I don't even need to use my full speed to catch you. As long as your devotion to white is less than 5, he isn't a creature. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature or enchantment you control, and you can pay 1 and a white and give another creature life link until end of turn. So what you would do is you play Walking Ballista, which is an XX for 0, and it comes in with X counters, and you can remove a counter from it to deal 1 damage to anything. And you would play a Ballista on 2, or whatever.
For 2 mana.
Yeah.
X is... No, you gotta do more.
You would do two into the X. So it would be for 4.
Yeah.
You would tap 4. Or you could play it for 1 and just gain a life and put another counter on it. And the idea is that you would give your Walking Ballista lifelink, and then it would deal a damage, ping, gain a life, and then Heliod would be like, hold on, 1 second. There's a counter that needs to go somewhere, and you're like, well, I guess
Hold on, I just I found another round of 5.56. Let me just load that in there for you. All right, go ahead.
Manually putting 1 bullet at a time into the AK-47. And you just ping them to death and they die. And you could get it off of Collected Company and stuff, and it was not awesome. They banned Walking Ballista so that this guy could stick around.
Yeah.
Which is evil, because Walking Ballista is actually miserable.
Because the other thing that the deck would do is they're like, well, sometimes you don't have the Walking Ballista, so you might as well, and we're in green, so you might as well play the fucking the bugs eating the apples. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like Spike Feeder.
Yeah, who would play Spike Feeder?
That was the modern one, yeah.
And they would just be like, Yeah, I mean, you could just
Bugsy
get
deck.
this and go to Infinite Life.
Yeah.
And then eventually you'll find the Walking Ballista.
Infinite Life is the funniest Infinite because it's just like, all right, let's see what happens.
Anyways,
Yeah. How many cards you got in your deck?
I think I told this story before, but it was like one of the first times I had played against Heliod Company,
Yeah.
and I knew what it was. Like there wasn't I wasn't like confused or anything, but I was like, oh, it's this deck.
Yeah.
And I'm playing the Selesnya deck, whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm like, funny that we're in a mirror and we are entirely different piles of complete
Yeah.
bullshit.
Both playing Green White Company and not a single overlap other than the company, basically.
And at some point, he goes like, no Walking Ballista, but it's like Heliod Spike Feeder, Infinite Life. And I'm like, whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna go to Infinite Life. And I'm like, I heard you.
Yeah.
I'm playing a deck that wins through combat and
Yes.
creatures and powers and toughness. And the timer's going.
And you're not at Infinite Life.
No. And he's like, all right. And we keep playing. And he's like visibly frustrated with me.
I would be too.
And he keeps like, we're playing. He keeps trying to do stuff. And I'm like playing removal and like preventing combos and whatnot from happening. And he's at Infinite Life, but I'm like, we got a game to play.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet. I can't win, but
Eventually, it's either too many guys or gets the ballista out or whatever. Just something. He finishes me off,
Mhm.
and it's like actually like turn 80 something.
Yeah.
Like we were there we were literally like 1 minute on the clock for the match.
Yeah.
And he was like, "What were you gonna do to like try and win?
Yeah.
Like what was the play? Why would you do that?" And I was like, "You drew more cards than me."
I was going to naturally block all of your creatures until you drew all the cards in your deck.
I was gonna mill him out manually. That was my play. I was like, I literally told him there's more cards in my deck, and the look on his face was like half confusion and half like fury.
Yeah,
Just like
complete exasperation.
He was like, he could not believe that I put him through that. And that was my game plan.
Guy who handily lost to combat damage. Like
Playing to my outs. I didn't lose. I'm pretty sure I got ballisted at the end.
yeah.
I was bobbing and weaving and parrying and dodging. I was playing to the board better than he was. I just don't have a combo in my deck.
Oh man.
That deck was also horseshit though, in that they sometimes would just go like, anyways, on end step, like your end step, collected company. Oh, I win.
Yeah.
Like it would just hit, and you're like, what did you want me to do about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
Roulette. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah, and you're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, it's really hard to root for any of the life gain decks because their sole purpose is to elongate the game.
Yeah.
And if you are watching that, you're like, I would like to play the game at some point. And me and my friends finished the game at a normal time because we played real Magic for guys who want to win.
Also, yeah, it's also like the never getting a snack or a meal or a bathroom break in between rounds type of deck.
Yeah, they
where
play
you're like,
Soul
man.
Warden. I will say you do get to finish the matches pretty quickly when you play Goblin Guide.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're playing Burn into one of these and you're just like, never mind, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you
good
got
on
it.
it.
Sign the slip. I
Yeah.
lost.
I'll give it 3 turns before I'm.
Yeah. I'm gonna skull crack one time, and if you're not dead, then we'll just call it a day.
it don't matter.
I do not have a third villain deck. If you want to talk about your third villain deck,
Oh yeah.
actually, we got 53 on the clock. How about we just do 2 each?
Yeah. Because honestly, the only ones left, and I feel like it would be a little bit redundant in talking about them, is like I have various storm decks, and to me, I just think they are villains in that they never interact with the opponent. Like extremely rarely are they trying to play solitaire.
Yeah, they duress to the end of I hope you don't have anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then everybody thinks it's so hard. They all
don't understand all the math I'm
they
having to
all act like it takes such a pilot. Like you have to be so skilled.
I have won a considerable amount of games on Storm, and on this podcast have been incapable of doing long division.
That's what I'm
So-
saying.
I don't know what to tell you.
Like it's harder than some decks
Yeah.
are.
And I know
But
people
they're
who are
acting-
good at Storm that are smart.
There are store players that are acting like it is rocket science to pull off a tendrils line, and
Yeah.
I'm like, or like a gifts pile.
Yeah.
I'm like,
A lot of the gifts piles, it literally was you just did what was in the book.
yeah, like come on now.
Like this
Let's
is
be for real.
yeah. Caleb
only-
already wrote this all down.
The
for
only
me.
hard part about this was the first guy to come up with it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like figuring that out. Like the first draft of all this shit 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That was probably difficult.
If you had 3 in old gift storm, if you had 3 red mana floating and you cast a gifts ungiven, if you went ritual, manamorphose, past in flames, the game was over.
Yeah.
Deterministically so.
Nice.
So for my first hero deck, you might recall that earlier I said one of my most hated villain decks is turn 1 or 2 combo decks.
Yes.
Well, my first hero deck is turn 1 or 2 combo decks if they're bad.
Bad.
So
the bad ones.
I know we said earlier that bad and good does not make you a hero or a villain, but this is an important piece
It can
of
earn you
context.
some credit.
So a reason that I find turn 1 or 2 combo decks kind of impenetrably hard to root for is because their win state is, oh my God, how do you possibly win in a million years against this? And their lose state is like the wheels of the car fall off.
Yeah.
Is because bad turn 1 or 2 combo decks, it is only the roulette. It works so infrequently that it is like, oh my God, we hit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It is the lottery spin.
Yeah. The one, I think this deck is more consistent than I'm giving it credit for, but it's definitely not good.
No.
Is the Cosmogoyf deck that people are playing in Modern right now.
It's also definitely one of those like praying your opponent does nothing.
Yes. Cosmogoyf is green-black for an X 1+X, and it's this creature's power is equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and its toughness is equal to that +1. So the idea is you play your Cosmogoyf with some number of cards in exile, and then you Spoils of the Vault.
Oh, yeah.
Which is black for an instant. Choose a card name, reveal cards at the top of your library until you reveal a card with that name, then put it into your hand. You exile all the other ones.
Everything else.
And then you lose a life for all the ones you exiled. So this is a card that could for real kill you instantly.
Oh, yeah. You are praying that it's 19.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Because what you want to do is put a bunch of shit into exile, and then your Cosmogoyf is a huge guy, and then you cast Thud, which is red for a sorcery, sack a guy, deal that damage to deal its power to any target. So you go, Cosmogoyf's 20, you're at 20. 20.
Boom. You know what I really love about this one too is sometimes it's like you could hedge your bets if you really wanted to, just purely off of guessing. You can go Spoils of the Vault, name Spoils of the Vault. Just go again.
Just go again. Fuck it.
You're like, I think it's like a little bit deeper.
It's the blackjack double where you're like, hit me.
Split.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I hit a Spoils. Oh my God, let's go again. Until the wheels fall off.
One thing I do like about this deck though is it is one of the only ones I've seen that actually is making usage of serum powder.
Yeah, not
not just like using it to dig that extra mulligan.
Yeah.
There's an actual synergy for it.
Yeah. It makes my Cosmogoyf a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because there is also the alternate game plan of this deck where you're like, I mean, can you actually remove like a 14 toughness creature? Like, be for real with me real quick. Like, can you get rid of this?
Do you have that on you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the quote from Always Sunny? How do 3 men in their 30s not have $1,000 between them? The economy's in shambles. But yeah, that's my first hero deck. Because in my mind, if I'm sitting down or if I'm like birding, like I'm just walking around, and I see somebody playing Neoform, I'm like, oh, did he hit?
Right.
It's the Oliver thing. Like, what did the wall break?
No, did the wall break?
Yeah. You're like, oh wow, we hit, huh? That's crazy. Neoform found an 8-drop and it was Gristlebrand. Whoa. But this one, it's like, how big is the Cosmogoyf?
Yeah. You're seeing the Spoils of the Vault get cast and you're like, let's see it.
Yeah. And
you start flipping.
I do this all the time. I look at a guy's board set, I'm like, that looks really good. I'll do a 180 around the table and see the other guy's hand. And it is so funny to imagine. You look at the Cosmogoyf guy's board and he doesn't have the Thud and it's like a 15-16. You're like, let's see what the other guy's got rocking. And the hand's just all in holy heats. Just like only things that deal 2 or 6.
This?
Fuck. I can deal 12.
Yeah. They're one of the funniest one of those, like seeing the other guy's hands. I'm at a Pauper tournament,
As you are.
and I am seeing Scred Fairies playing
Classic.
against Boros Bully.
Like the old school
The
fucking
old
Rally the
build.
Peasants type shit.
Rally the Peasants and Battle Screeches, Squadron Hawks.
Oh, yeah.
That type thing.
The ultimate chud deck.
Yeah.
The Jund of Pauper.
And so the bully player has a lot of shit going on.
They
I'm
usually do.
I'm like, ooh, buddy's about to go crazy.
Yeah, million
I'm like,
ones.
He's winning this game clean.
Yeah.
Like he has like 3 Squadron Hawks in play.
Yeah.
He's just played the Battle Screech and we're flashing it back.
So 4 extra one.
I'm like, golly.
Yeah, the Rally the Peasants is actually about to do 100.
And I'm looking at the Scred Fairies player board, which is like 1 fairy in play.
Yeah, actually not shit.
And I'm like, damn, this guy's getting his ass beat.
Mhm.
And I walk around to the edge of the table and see the other guy's hand. There's 2 electrickeries. And I was like, oh, never mind. Game's over.
Pack him in the blunt and smoke him, boss.
So I was like, we're going to flash back the prismatic strands from the yard and it's not going to matter. Like, like it's going to go, like, whatever you try and do, electrickery. And they're going to go, yeah, prismatic strands name electrickery.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Never mind.
Yeah. Forget it.
Forget it.
And you're looking at this after the Boros player's already done his turn, and the Scred Fairies guy is just gonna draw ninja. Like it's gonna be 2 electrickeries, swing, get the guy out, draw a card.
Yeah, that was just like it was one of the most like I was like, damn, this guy is getting worked. Never mind. Oh, he blocking.
Look at the defense.
Look at the defense.
Oh, what could happen to any of us?
It could happen to any of us.
Dude, that is such a classic video. Oh my god.
I've got a little bit of a hot take here.
Let's hear it. I see it and I agree.
My hero deck here, talking about Ponza, baby. I'm talking about land destruction. We got Stone Rains, got Monvoli Acid Mosses, the Blood Moons, okay? And there's a lot of ways to fuck with somebody's mana, to blow it up, strip mine that, Stone Rain that, whatever.
Get him out of here.
Sinkhole even.
But usually we're red and green because we need that Utopia Sprawl Arbor Elf mana.
Got to get a little bit extra. This is a hero deck to me because very rarely does this beat somebody being normal.
Yeah, I think that I've only ever experienced Ponza as a deck if something bad has happened.
This really, if you are humble, you can Ponza is the Egyptian god at the scale.
Yeah, weighing your soul against the feather.
And you must weigh your soul against the feather. And if you are greedy, you will be consumed.
Yeah.
If your deck is humble, the Ponza will let you pass.
It is harder for a man with a Rogran Triome to get into the kingdom of heaven than for a camel to walk through the eye of a needle.
It is just the only reason Ponza ever has any play in a meta and what can make it good is when people are getting too greedy and too cute with their mana bases,
or just being too slow,
or you're being way too slow.
Yeah,
and you're just fucking around too much, and they're like, you know what, man, kaboom,
yeah,
and it's gonna keep happening.
Yeah,
and the Blood Moon's gonna hold you down.
I got some for you in the comments.
Yeah. I've always said if you are playing a deck that loses hard to Blood Moon, that's your fault and you deserve it.
Yeah.
Okay?
And honestly, probably good.
Yeah.
Like, whenever Amulet Titan is like, bro, oh my god, Blood Moon. I'm like, oh, Blood Moon?
That's the problem.
Blood Moon's the bad guy right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so why did Lotus Field get banned? What's that about? How did we get that one banned, huh? What were you doing? What's in your mouth?
You know, drop it.
Drop it.
Yeah. This is spitting out cardboard. And also, I personally, the people know this, but I take a great liking to the style that Ponza plays because people they forget that the first damn near 20 years of Magic, this is what the game was about.
Yeah. It's a resource management
That's a
game.
card on the table. That
Yeah.
means I can blow it up. Okay, that's how the game works.
Yeah. I spent 3 on this. You
Yes.
should be embarrassed.
For one, if your deck is losing to a Blood Moon, you deserve it. If your deck is losing to Stone Rain, you gotta quit.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Pack it up.
So I will say, I probably told this story on the podcast before, but back when I was playing at my old LGS, my not my OG, but my first and faithful, winning in games LLC. Rest in peace. We were all broke college students.
Yes.
Except for a very select few of us who were tech graduates who had some money lying around.
Yeah.
But the vast majority of us in my friend group were playing Burn or Prowess. Just red deck, Monastery, Swift Spear.
I'm trying to get busy.
Lava Spike upstairs. And it was working for a while. We were like, you know what? This deck's good. Lava Dart be doing a lot of damage. And my friend John.
No martyr procs at the
literally, yes.
local.
They've all been shamed away. My friend John is already playing a little bit of Ponza because he thinks it's cool. And he's like, you know what? Ponza is just like kind of rough into all these aggressive decks. And he thinks on it for like a night and he has an epiphany. And he comes back and he wins 4 FNMs in a row. 4-0 clean.
Damn.
And I see him in the finals.
This is John Popper levels of
So I see him in the finals on one of these events. And I'm playing Prowess, and he's playing Ponza, and he goes, turn 2 Clothis, which is the exile a thing, nug you and gain some life and that type of shit. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Turn 3 Obstinate Baloth.
Boom.
And I'm like, there is a little bit of Jund in the room, and I won't lie, 4 damage is a lot. 4 life is a lot.
Yeah, that's a body to get over.
So I lose game 1. We go to game 2, and I'm like, this hand's nice. This is like Phoenix mono red, where you're like doing a bunch of shit and then putting a Phoenix into play.
Yeah.
And I go, turn 1 Swift Spear, 1 bang. And he goes like, turn 1 Arbor Elf or something. Or no, turn 1 Arbor Elf. Then I like play another 1 drop, swing for 2. And he's like, all right, play Clothis, or like land go. And I'm like, land go? You are smoked. You are done for.
Oh, nothing?
So I get to my turn and I go, Manamorphose, red, Faithful Soothing, pitch Phoenix something else, red, Lava Spike upstairs, do some other or Lava Dart flashback, Lava Dart, swing with these big ass guys.
Everything.
And he goes, block one of the Swift Spears, weather the storm. And I go, damn, that's rough.
Game.
Couple turns go by, do another sequence like that, another weather the storm. I'm like,
hold that.
Couple turns go by, another sequence happens, another weather the storm.
Oh, you lost on the second one.
Yeah.
Like that.
And then the Baloths keep coming, and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, I'm playing 4 Weather the Storm in my sideboard. I have not lost a game to Mono Red the whole time I've had this build.
That's the thing is, it's what Burn really is one of those decks where it's like you could just decide not to lose.
And he did. He literally.
You know what? I don't want to lose to this ever. Actually,
he like fixed his main deck so it beat all of the cringy Jund players and all the Burn guys, and then he dedicated half of his sideboard to playing against Burn, and he never lost a game to it ever again.
Boom.
And that was just like such a moment for me where I was like, oh my God, the local metagame actually matters.
It does.
It doesn't fucking matter that everybody can just be like, oh, I'm going on Goldfish and looking at the top percentage. Sometimes you can look at the room and be like, I think I should just start stomping these guys' dicks in. I'm not playing at the Pro Tour. I'm playing against Akshay and Alex.
I just realized everybody in the room is allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
just start opening Jiffies and throwing them like flashbangs. Grenade!
Pop Smoke. What's your final hero deck here?
You're gonna agree with me on this one.
Oh, I bet. Oh yeah, I will. Let's get it,
folks. It doesn't matter what flavor it is, but I definitely think
all of them.
The mono green variation is the one that
every format
is the one where I'm like,
every version of it.
I think there's definitely some where I'm like, you are up to a little bit of bad, but for the most part, stompy decks, I'm always like, oh, your whole thing is you play big guys. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. Let's see him get
What's up,
big.
man? My whole deck is green, every single creature is in here because it hits face and it's good on rate.
Yeah.
And what else is in there? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead to the big guys.
This is all I got, bro.
And don't confuse this even for a second with Zoo.
No, that's something else.
Zoo is all the best guys I could find.
Yeah. How many colors is all the best guys?
And that's dishonest.
Yeah,
that's
that's true. That'll
That's
lose.
greedy.
That could lose the blood moon.
Yes. Because
You want to know what never loses the blood moon?
yeah, mono green Stompy don't lose the blood moon. The thing about Zoo that is like to me kind of villainous is that they are just trying to have the cake and eat it too.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They want to be like, oh, I'm playing the scrappy creature deck, and then you look at their deck and it's like, well, none of these guys are ever killable. They all have like a million words on them that matter.
Yeah.
And I have a removal spell in my deck that deals 12 or whatever.
Yeah, and there's usually like some.
Stubborn denial, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That like they're really they're just like, this is Jund with more creatures than spells.
Yeah.
That's what they mean.
Or they're cheating, like
Yeah.
the Leyline Zoo, where it's
Yeah,
like
that's
they're all
come on
colors
now.
and all my mana's perfect for the rest of the game. Play Sign of the
You
Draco.
can't ever beat my creatures. They have
All of these are
hexproof.
hexproof flying batter skulls.
Yeah.
It's you. Oh, you want me to shake your hand after that? How about you wash it first, you cretin? You disgusting bastard. But mono green Stompy to me is beautiful because these creatures aren't good, they're big.
Exactly. Yeah.
Steel Leaf Champion is not a good card,
No,
but it's big.
it's big as fuck.
3 mana, 5/4, and you can't even block it sometimes.
Yeah, I do love that it's like, that's not trample, but sometimes it's better than trample.
Yeah, it's like you might as well have chump blocked with all your little guys and get
Yeah.
trampled over. It's trading almost always either sideways or up.
yeah.
You're never like trading for like a bunch of little guys.
I also, another thing I like about mono green Stompy in a lot of cases is you can kind of just like, there's an amount of guys where you're like, that's best in slot.
Mhm.
Like for 4 drops, this is as good as it gets. Like
Yeah, your Thruns and stuff
it's
like
like
that.
Thrawn and Questing Beast and like stuff like that, right? Like there's a very clear, definitive answer. But then sometimes you got a little bit of room,
Right.
and you're like,
You know who I miss? I miss Pelucranos. Let's
right,
get him
yeah,
out
I
here.
feel like we can play Pelucranos.
I got room for Mr. Gargi.
You can fit your favorite guy in here.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
Elder Gargaroth, come off the bench for one last
Yeah.
play. We're shooting free throws. Let's make some hot swaps.
I sidelined Thragtusk for Elder Gargaroth. That was my hot swap,
That makes sense.
and I was still like, in a world, I was like,
Sometimes Thragtusk. is
maybe I'll
nice.
go 1-1.
Yeah,
Right, because I was playing like 2 Elder Gargaroth, and I was like, I could do a 1-1.
I think Thragtusk is a lot better if you're doing evil shit with it. I think Gargaroth, if you're literally just like I'm green and I need to get there,
Yeah.
that shit is just unbeatable.
Also,
If it matters, it matters way too much.
one of the only decks that makes room for one of the big fucking T-Rex.
Oh, Mr. Gigantosaurus.
No, the other
Oh,
one.
Galta.
Yeah, Galta.
Galta Primal Hunger.
Yeah, you can make a room for cheeky one of Galta.
You get there like damn near turn 4.
Yeah.
Because it's based off power and it's 10 and 2 green.
Yeah, it's like not hard to hit
Yeah.
in these decks.
Turn 2 Steel Leaf, turn 3 Steel Leaf, turn 4 2 mana Galta.
All I'm saying is, if your deck's best removal spell is Ram Through, you're probably a hero deck.
Yeah. That's another thing too, is if I'm watching a guy play Zoo, I'm like, wow, all your guys are really big. Whatever. You have all these
Or like
answers.
they do like really weird, evasive, annoying things.
Yeah, or like it's like, oh, you tribal flames their biggest guy. That's crazy. The cost was that you played these cards or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you look at mono green Stompy and you're like, oh my god, how are they going to break this board? And they draw the Ramthor and you're like, oh my god, his dude is so big.
I feel like, because Mono Green Stompy really is the quintessential Timmy deck,
Yes,
And
and when you're seeing it work, it's like, oh my god, magic is real.
and watching it too, it could be a 40-year-old man playing the deck, and you're still like, that's my little brother.
Yeah.
That's a little kid.
Yes.
Go, come on, Timmy, you can do it. Come on.
Come on, Connor. Connor is a 45-year-old man. He's He's been balding as long as I have.
Getting completely like worked over by like some sort of Yorion pile or whatever, and you're like, good contact.
Yeah.
Good game.
Let him play, ref.
Good effort out there. Come on,
Yeah.
champ.
Blowing a whistle on Solitude. Come on. That's all ball.
This'll be my final hero deck here, and you might disagree with this one. Really, I'm going out on a limb
definitely
here.
disagree. 100% disagree.
It's good to disagree on some of them, but I feel like I have to go to bat for this one. Folks, it's Mill, like my name.
Miller.
I want you to know in every game I've ever played, in every format I've ever played, at some point I have put together Mill just to
See if it works.
Well, I feel like I'm supposed to.
Yeah. It's a shame there isn't an Alex deck, like a deck literally.
There's
named.
gotta be somebody out there.
I'm looking for my soulmate. It's a deck that includes the letters A, L, E, and X.
Here, okay. If you don't know what Mill is, it makes you take your opponent, take a card from the top of your deck, put it in the graveyard. When you run out of cards, you lose.
Yeah, if you try to draw from an empty deck, you're dead.
This is how Mill wins. They just remove a lot of cards out of your deck before you play them.
It's so fucking cool that Magic figured out this is like a way that you could win the game so early on as like a way to stop draws. And then people are like, wait, we should fucking build a deck that does this on purpose.
Right.
That's awesome.
So there's two aspects of Mill to me that put it in hero categories.
Okay.
One, I fear this part of the argument falls apart quickly.
Okay.
All I'm saying is if you are losing to an archive trap, you deserve it. Archive trap is like, that's on you.
No.
Excuse me. The first one is like a dickhead actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card.
Yes.
If you ever get owned by it again, that's on you.
I just don't know about that. And also, in my personal...
There is an amount where you kind of can't play around it.
Yes. In my personal experience, Archive Trap is never they have one. It's always at least two Archive Traps. Yeah. And you go like, fetch for my first land. And they're like, oh, excuse me, before you go get that land, would you mind removing 26 of the possible targets? Archive Trap, for those not tapped in, because why would you be, is 3 blue for an instant trap.
Mm-hmm.
If an opponent searched their library this turn,
what are you doing that for?
What?
Searching.
Oh.
What are you searching your library for?
I don't know. Activating.
That's like demonic tutor.
Yeah, you're right. It's my fault for playing. It's so crazy that this is also the set from fucking like Arid Mesa was.
They knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing. Arid Mesa came out in the same set as Archive Trap. If an opponent searched their library this turn, you could pay 0 instead of its mana cost. So instead of 5, we're just taking off 5 whole mana. Turn it to 0. Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of their library into their graveyard. So, folks, there is a world where you are playing Modern, and the entire time you've been playing Modern, you've been led to believe that playing fetch lands is the best way to make your mana good, because it is. And you go, turn 1, polluted Delta, crack, like I'm going to activate it, go get a land, and your opponent goes, 1 moment.
Mill anywhere from 13 to...
Please mill 52 cards. And you go, excuse me?
Can you imagine? Because it happens so rarely. Opening hand.
The 4 of a kind.
The full playset of Archive Trap. You're like, I'm about to win this fucking game.
Because there's a universe, it is possible, where your opponent draws their opening 7, and it is like polluted Delta spells, and like maybe a 3rd fetch land.
Yeah.
And you go, keep, this is a reasonable 3-lander. And you fetch your polluted Delta, and they mill 52, and every target gets milled.
Yeah.
And now you have no lands in your deck.
There's a lot of decks where you can get Archive Trap and your singular fetch just off the 13 that can very easily be all the targets.
Yeah. Like you are looking for...
If you're like a multicolor deck, yeah. It's super easy to go fetch, and they just one trap. They're like, mill 13. And you're like, fail to find.
Yeah,
Right?
that's every land in my deck that taps for mana.
Yeah, because you're looking in the yard and you're like, that's all those we're gonna get.
And it's also like that you have to. A lot of times when people like mill your deck or something for like a win, you can concede or whatever and just be like, oh, I don't want you to get any extra information between our, like if I crack Polluted Delta and you haven't seen my deck yet, I can just concede and then you don't know what you're playing against. But if your opponent does 2 archive traps, you're not going to quit, but then you fetch and you have no lands and it's like they've seen half my deck, they know what I'm playing, and I don't even get to play anymore. Archive trap is just such a like aspirational Timmy card that the win case is, oh my god, they actually die right now for 0 mana. Pre-game, they die for 0 mana pretty much. Or it's, I draw this 5 mana spell on turn 30 and I go, oh.
Yeah, a little late. A little late for this one.
They try to trick you. These devils, they try to trick you into thinking that it's your fault for searching your library. Field of Ruin makes you search your library. They use Field of Ruin.
I was bearing the lead a little bit.
Field of Ruin is a land that you can pay 2 and sacrifice it and blow up other lands.
And
they have to search their library.
Notice what's not on the screen is a Field of Ruin.
So Mill plays Field of Ruin because it's 2 landfall triggers for Hedron Crab, but it also just makes you search for Archive Trap. So even if your opponent is like, I'm not going to play into it, you can still just get Field of Ruin and then they will just fucking dump all of the Archive Traps on you.
What I'll say for Mill is that I often think about it in the same way as Burn. You got to bear with me now.
It works on a similar axis.
A lot of the mill cards read as burn spells if you move numbers around.
Yes.
You know, like you're like 60 cards, 20 life. Like if I'm milling you for 7, that's like if I bolt, like, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of math it out like that.
Sure.
And there is an amount of racing to be done because Mill often plays it. There's only so much defense and interaction for it to be playing because at the end of the day, it's going face, and by face, it means the library, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And a critical mass of the deck has to be dedicated to that it's really just racing your library against your game plan. Also, other thing, a lot of decks like to play out of the graveyard. A lot of stuff that's really good in the graveyard. I'm like, obviously that's what like the surgical extractions and whatnot are for, but like it's like really possible depending on what you're playing against to like mill somebody for like, you can go like Hedron Crab, crack my fetch 6, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. No, it happens. Dude, I have
just like I don't have the surgical right now, and that's flaged. Like we're just banned now, right? But like,
yeah,
you'd still be like, oh, I am fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh, prized amalgam, and you hit an Archimedes? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I have a funny mill story. Do you remember that dog shit collected company deck I talk about all the time?
Mm-hmm.
So one time I'm at F&M and I'm playing against this new guy who I've never seen before. And I'm playing the dog shit collected company deck with like unearths and lightning.
This is the Jund one, right?
The Jund one, yes. And my opponent is playing mill. And game 1, I just fucking the stars align and a Ragavan connects into some other shit, and I kill with the way the deck is supposed to. And I'm like, yes. We go to
It all works. It all works.
And we go to game 2, and they're like super fast start. I like fetch and they archive trap me and get a bunch and da-da-da-da-da. We're moving cards around. I have like half my deck in my graveyard, and I'm just like barely doing anything. And they go, all right, mill you till basically you have no cards in your library. And I'm like, got it. Unearth lightning skelemental. They're like, okay. And I go, unearth endurance. Target me.
Boom.
So I'm back at 50.
Yeah.
And I hit them for 6, discard 2. And they just look at their hand and they look at the lightning skelemental and they're like, hey, good games, man. Just like instant scoop. And I was like, I didn't think it would be that easy. That's crazy. This endurance card is no good.
Yeah. Other thing that's kind of funny for Mill too, it less so than Burn, where like you can decide not to lose to it.
Yes.
Because like Burn, you can pretty much guarantee that you're not going to lose to it.
Yeah.
If you care that much. Mill, it's a little harder to do that.
It used to be you can make it
pretty damn hard to win.
It used to be the auto sideboard thing you would do is if you had a really bad mill matchup, you would just put an Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, in your sideboard.
Yeah.
And then it would auto shuffle your graveyard into your library. But now they play Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which exiles. So if they flip your Emrakul, you die.
Yeah.
Because like their Tasha's.
Well, the Emrakul counts so much for the.
Yeah, it gets you way higher to the number.
It actually counters the Tasha's.
Yeah, it counters one spell instead of every mill spell for the rest of the game. One problem I have with putting mill in the hero deck category is we both agree that burn is a hero deck.
Yes.
To me,
it's just so similar.
Mill is burn for cowards. It's for people who are too scared to let their spells do what they're supposed to, and they have to hide behind fake interaction.
Interesting.
Drowned in the Loch is a card for people who are too scared to leave the house at night.
I think Drowned in the Loch is actually one of the only cool.
Drowned in the Loch is a cool card.
Actually cool cards.
It is a cool card, but I think that is dishonest when Mill is playing it because they're admitting to you face up that they do not believe they can kill you fast enough, so they have to stem the bleeding. Burn doesn't play counter spells.
That's true.
The closest thing Burn plays to a counter spell is Lightning Helix.
You know what? Yeah, you are right. It is a little bit more cowardly because they're just they are admitting that I can't go all in.
Yes. And that's the Surgicals are cowardly too because they're admitting I couldn't beat your deck if you draw that card.
No, because Surgical also it'll in a way mill by pulling some cards out of your deck.
Yeah,
it's free.
It's a free tome scour.
Yeah.
And another thing that I really don't like about calling mill a hero deck.
In a way.
In a way.
Because especially with the current environment of Magic where everybody wants to play Commander and everybody wants to show you off their cards.
Yeah. What better way?
What better way to show off someone's cards? Well, let me see.
Let me see your
Let's
whole
see
deck.
all of them, right? Quickly, too. 20 at a time, even.
Okay, I've definitely told you this story before, but I think it's just so delightful. So, Mental Magic is a game that you play with like bulk, where you flip a card over and then it's like if it's 3 red, you have to come up with a card that costs 3 red, and it can't be a card you've already played. And you play like a game like face up, like trying to remember all the stuff and like in like a Matrix style projection.
Yeah, literally doing like imagined chess.
But there's a type of mental magic that I will play with my friends sometimes, and I did air quotes for that, mental magic. And it is usually my friend Akshay will prompt us to play this. Which is, do you want to play mental magic? I'll go first. And you both imagine a game of Magic like you're playing like brain chess or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And so usually the bit you do is you come up with a way to kill somebody with disruption on turn 1. You have like Entomb, Reanimate, Gristlebrand, and you have Force plus a blue card and a Daze or something.
Yeah.
My favorite way to win Mental Magic is they will do the obvious thing that they're going to do, which is Reanimate a Gristlebrand on turn 1. And so with the Reanimate on the stack targeting the Gristlebrand, I will generate mana through a bunch of mana abilities, such as Simian Spirit Guide and Elvish Spirit
and the
Guide.
like,
Manamorphose, which they will never counter because they're like, okay, let's see where this goes. I'll just force it. And then you make black, and you extirpate the Gristlebrand, which is Surgical Extraction, but it has split second.
Yep.
And then you go, all right, tell me every card in your deck. And show me what's in your hand also. And then they don't want to play anymore for some reason.
I'd like to know all of them, please.
Yeah, give me
ruining the silly for fun driving in the car game.
Yeah. All right. Now we're playing Torture, and I want
the bit that I do really like for this game though is, draw your 7. Oh, I got a mulligan.
Yes, that is another favorite of mine.
Funny.
Hold it, dude. Just all lands or no lands. That's all I'm getting today. Go to 5, I guess. Like, I
hate this fucking deck, bro.
Dude. All right. You know what? Just go to game 2. Fuck it. You got the first one. Another card game we used to play all the time. I must have brought this up before. This is a fun one to play with your friends. This is very much a name animals till failure kind of thing. It's the Counterspell game.
Oh yeah, this one is good though. I like this.
So
one.
the premise
I'm bad at it because I just don't know that much. But
the premise of the Counterspell game is there's a spell on the stack that is going to win the game instantly. And each player in turn order of the Counterspell game has to come up with a counterspell that counters the last counterspell. So usually what you do is you decide on a starting counterspell like cancel or something. And so cancel is the counter spell, so it's my turn, so I can go negate because that counters counter spell. And then Miller could do spell snare to counter my negate. And then the person next to Miller could do
Dispel.
Mental misstep because
Yeah.
it counters a spell at
Yeah.
CMC 1. But you can't repeat. You can never say a counter spell that somebody else has said. And if you can't name one, you're out. And then you keep going till everybody's out. It's really fun because you get to do lots of funny stuff like, ooh, last word can't be countered. And then they're like, unsubstantiate your last word.
Yeah.
Like you have to find like little tiny workarounds to get through things. And usually you can play like by house rules where it's like no split second or anything like that.
Yeah.
You get guttural response out of
I
the
was
way
gonna
pretty
say
early.
I'm firing off a gut response.
And then you get to flash
The
freeze their gut
monkey.
response, and then they red blast your gut response. You blue blast their red blast, and they hydro your.
what is what is the black one that's also a burn spell? How does that rule there? You know, it's like they could pay 5 life, or you counter their spell.
Oh yeah. It's
What
like
the hell
from
I'm talking
Planar
about?
Chaos.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting the
it's the
name
black
of it.
counter spell.
Yeah. I think it's the way that it works is if a counter spell asks you to pay costs, you can't pay them.
Mm.
So like Mana Leak, you can't pay 3. You have to counter the Mana
Yeah,
Leak.
yeah.
What is that card? Is it Dash Hopes?
Yes, Dash Hopes. That's what it is.
Yeah, Dash Hopes is black for an instant when you cast it. Any player may pay 5 life if a player
Anybody can.
if a player does counter Dash Hopes and Dash Hopes says counter target spell. It's a common. This is black to deal 5, but
Yep. This is always this has always been one of those cards where it's like, this is why you don't give your opponent choices.
yeah, because they just
will-
always pick the bad one.
Whatever the best choice for them is, that's what they'll do.
Yeah,
and
but-
there's not really a way to manipulate a game state where this is gonna matter.
My first pre-release promo ever was Risk Factor.
Ooh.
2 in a red for an instant. Target opponent may have Risk Factor, deal 4 damage to them. If that player doesn't, you draw 3 cards. And then it has Jumpstart, which is discard a card. You can play it again by paying its mana cost, and then you exile it. So it's flashback the one time. And I was like, dude, this is fucking awesome. I'm going to put this in my deck. And every single person who saw it was like, please cut that from your deck. This does not do anything. And I was like, what are you talking about?
My friend always played it in Commander and would just be like, "Can I?"
Please. Pretty please.
Well, just let me get the 3. Please. And you're like,
Please.
fuck it, man. Whatever.
Yeah, you go target.
If you're annoying enough about it, you probably just get to draw 3.
You just show it and you're like,
Come on.
who am I targeting? Who am I targeting?
Come on.
Please. Really?
Really?
I think that'll probably wrap it up for today. Unless you have any closing
I could
thoughts.
concede that Mill might be a villain deck.
In my mind,
Yeah, I really wanted to go to bat for it, and the more we talked about it, the harder and harder it became to make a case
just-
for Mill.
I don't think that if you play Mill, you're evil. So, like most villain decks, I don't think the people who play the decks are evil.
Yeah, it's
I
the
just-
decks themselves.
The decks are evil.
It's the collection of cardboard.
The reason that
Not
I
the
just
human being.
can't get behind Mill as a hero is I cannot imagine rooting for it. I can't imagine going to a weekly and there's a guy playing just like anything, and then he's playing against Mill, and I'm like, well, I hope this guy mills all 60 cards. Like there's just
I
the game.
I could root for the Mill player.
The game state where Mill wins is just such a like, yeah, you sure did play sorceries that do exactly one thing.
Well, sometimes it's exciting though. Sometimes
It can be down to the well, I think it's
because you're like that guy has enough shit going on that they can conceivably win, and they're racing the clock, and then the Mill player is like basically out of resources because they've done all their milling.
but at any point they could
And
probably
they're
get
like-
back in it. Yeah,
They're like, I just need the last 10 cards of this guy's deck.
fractured sanity or some
Right?
or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
like
The-
just a
the one
little
where you
bit
cycle it and they
more.
mill a bunch.
Just
all
a
of that's
little
all you
bit
need.
more. And it's really, you're like, you start doing the math, you're like, I probably got like 2 turns left before my deck is gone. Can I
Yeah.
kill him in 2
2
turns?
draw steps. This draws a card if I play it. Da, 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 da.
And meanwhile, the other guy's like, I got 2 turns before the guy beats my fucking face in.
Because that was another.
I gotta mill the rest of these cards.
That's another thing is mill and burn and Ponza all have something in common where most of the time if you lose to mill, it's because you are doing something stupid.
yeah.
So I can get behind that. But I do think it is kind of interesting where like even guys who are kind of playing a little bit fair having cards that are card advantageous becomes like a downside because it's like, oh shit, hold up. I gotta lock in for a second. They're about to take all my shit because I keep fucking playing cards that do stuff.
Yeah. Well, folks, I think that just about wraps it for Heroes and Villains.
Heroes and Villains Part 2 in the history books, folks. Now you have a better moral compass to guide you on that long and sandy path through the wilderness. And folks, when I draw the top half of the fish, I expect you to draw the bottom half, and we can be together like children of Christ. And speaking of children of Christ, you can look in our description to find the link to our community Discord server.
The Bible app.
The Bible app, yes.
Yeah. Make sure you listen up on the Bible app.
Yeah. The Discord community server is free to join. We have folks in there playing Magic and talking Magic and having fun and hanging out. We just added a music channel in there. It's going to be pretty cool to chat about your favorite kind of music. But
Neil banging out the tunes.
Oh, yeah. But one thing you can do in there that is really cool is you can join our monthly leagues. They're free to enter. Enter when you want, play when you want. We keep track of the win rates and the play rates. Mr. Donut has made an excellent app, and you can check all of the stats for that on our website, timewaster9000.com. We just finished up our Pauper League last month, and you can check all the stats, the player breakdowns, the card breakdowns, all displayed before you in beautiful infographics. And if you are in that Discord server and you want to get additional benefits, like getting your name green or your name in the credits of every single one of our videos, you can
giving a live personal hug where I fly out to your location and I will give you a warm embrace.
Yeah, with tongue. And while supplies last.
Hugging with tongue.
Hugging with tongue, yeah. Yeah. You can subscribe to our Patreon for $5 a month and get all of those listed benefits, and it will go directly to helping the show grow. Every single one of those dollars helps to pay expenses that we have in the show and make better episodes for viewers like you. And to everybody who's donated so far, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
It means so goddamn much.
It helps more than you could ever imagine. What also helps more than you could ever imagine, if you enjoyed the video today, if you leave a like or a comment, either about decks that you think are cool hero villains.
Also, for extra Patreon stuff, I'm making extra content and videos for y'all. It's just random shit that I'm making. It's very miscellaneous, but if you like me on this show, then you'll probably like me by myself. And it's not going on YouTube. I just throw it straight to Patreon, and it's just for you.
It just private content just for you. It's nothing explicit. It is.
I did. Well, not yet.
For fans.
Only for fans.
And I do have one coming up very, very soon. But unfortunately, I recorded an entire 45-minute video, and then when I went to edit it together, I went, "That's my webcam audio," and I just scrapped the whole thing. And I was like, "We're gonna start over another day." So, but keep a lookout if you're in the Patreon or you want to be in the Patreon. Keep a lookout. We got another video coming up soon.
Speaking of 45 minutes of webcam audio, if you liked the video today, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us about your favorite hero decks or villain decks, you can leave a comment. If you want to see another video like this every single week on Tuesdays, you can hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified of every single upload that we do, you can hit the bell if you're nasty. If you're listening to us on podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, the Bible app, calculator, settings, the old YouTube app where it looks like a TV for the skeuomorphism. Something just fell over upstairs.
Oh my goodness.
You can subscribe to our RSS feeds to get updates.
eBird.
Bird watching app. Tap in if you
shout out Doug.
Tap in.
You should watch that YouTube documentary about bird watching.
Listers.
It's a good watch. You subscribe to our RSS feeds. We upload episodes in tandem with the videos every single Tuesday. And besides that, I think that's everything that we ever meant. I brought up the website, all that shit.
It's got to be every gosh darn thing.
There's only one less thing to do. Salute to the Goblin Heroes. Abosh.